Hello. This is a 25k buy-in tournament and there are around 25% of people left in the field. Fedor opened from an early position with a mystery hand, but to analyze this hand properly I'll tell you the secret that he has king-jack of clubs. Thomas Mühlöcker has ace-king off and decided to 3-bet his hand from hijack. This is fine, he should be pretty tight here and overall raise more than call, but we can see that this isn't a hand he should always 3-bet, as solver calls with this specific hand around 30% of the time. Fedor called, and this is also a hand that uses mixed strategy here, and actually it folds more often than calls. Tournament is getting closer to the bubble, so ICM is already a factor here. We can see that in GTO he should fold more than 60% of his opening range, and if he wants to continue it's mostly by going all in, not calling. When we look at similar cheap EV scenario, we can see that king-jack suited is a no-brainer call. Solver 4-bet range doesn't change that much, but a lot of hands that folds in ICM should be called, and early position player should fold only around 40% of hands. On the flop, Fedor checked, and this is fine, but it's not a spot where he should check to the raiser 100% of the time. This board is actually pretty good for him, and he even has an equity advantage. He very rarely totally misses this board. This isn't true for Mühlöcker, who decided to c-bet for around third of the pot. Ace-king can take all possible actions, and usually in those scenarios suits are important. When we zoom in, we see that ace-king without heart and club are always checking back, those with both suits from the board are always betting, and those that block only one flush draw are mixing their actions. Fedor called, and facing a small sizing, we can see that he should do it with most of his range, raising all-in only with queens that need most protection and folding only a few hands that miss the board, like ace-queen or ace-10 without a flush draw. After 8 of diamonds on the turn, Fedor checked, as he should with his whole range, and Thomas followed suit. This is also fine. Solver sometimes jams ace-king off on the turn, but it's doing it with combos without heart, because they unblock a lot of hands that will call the flop and fold to overbet on the turn. River was king of diamonds, a card that is better for 3-betting player, because he should have almost all combos of ace-king that Fedor is missing in his range. He checked, and Thomas value bet his top pair top kicker for 75% of the pot. This is very good play, but it's also very nuanced. Some combos want to jam, some bet big, and this with king of hearts that unblock many hands we can get value from, like king queen or king 10 of hearts, are always checking back. Fedor check raised all in, and this is of course the only play with his top 2 pairs. Thomas went into the tank, and it's not a surprise, because this spot is very hard. Solver also hates this spot and mixes between calls and folds with all 1-pair hands. Maybe against another player he would part with his hand, but folding to legendary Fedor, who always finds bluffs to balance his value, with such a great price he didn't want to look stupid, and no one will blame him for calling with ace-king here. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe and see you next time. Bye.